What's happening, Champion Squad? Welcome your beautiful faces back to the channel, and today I want to talk about how to find long-term teammates in Apex Legends. Now, this could be either for ranked or pubs, not gonna matter, and I want to talk about some tips on how to actually find some decent teammates that stick with you through long grinds of gaming, entire seasons, stuff like that. Now, the first thing I want to dabble into in this topic is where to find your teammates in the first place. Where are you gonna find teammates besides finding the person inside the game chat? If you're playing a random game, you find a teammate with a mic. How do you find other players that are definitely your skill level, I would say? And how do you know they're your skill level? So the first number one place to find teammates is going to be LFG, which is looking for groups. On Xbox specifically, there is its own tab menu where you can pick any game you want, and there's going to be multiple posts a day. I would say thousands and upon thousands of posts a day that are players looking for other players to play with, whether it's a specific game mode. For ranked, they tell you what rank they are. So that's going to be the first one. The next one's going to be, you can also go on Facebook groups. Facebook has multiple groups in Apex Legends where you can find teammates that way. And on top of Facebook, you also have Twitter and Reddit. But if you can catch a trend here, obviously any other social media besides the game itself is going to help you find teammates. Now, I would say specifically for each social media, there is a select few skill level differences. When it comes to Facebook groups, at least in my experience, I noticed that Facebook groups are more of the casual player. So if you are looking for, those casual teammates that you want to play pubs with every now and then and stick with them throughout, that's where you're going to find it. Twitter and LFG is going to be more of that competitive side, more of the people that are actually trying to grind the game and get super good at it, or achieve a rank that they want to achieve that they haven't got to. I would say Twitter and LFG is going to be the best for that. And I actually also forgot to add in some Discord, but Discord is mainly, I would say, for PC players. So if you do have a PC and you have Discord installed, there might be some servers that you can actually find teammates that way. Now, personally, I don't have too much experience with finding teammates on Discord, specifically for Apex Legends. Other games I have had in the past, but for Apex Legends, I don't quote me on anything in terms of how good the players are. I'm assuming they have to be decent on Discord, because Discord's a popular party chat system that a lot of people use. But besides that fact, we have all these social medias, roughly all of them listed, where you can find your teammates. Now, finding the right teammate it's a really hard thing to do, but realistically, you only have to find one or two that'll get you set up for months to come to play together and all of that jazz. So the first thing I want to talk about with finding teammates is finding someone your skill level or worse. You need to be able to accept players that are just under your skill level, because most of the time, someone that's better than you might not want to play with you. That's just how it is. They think they're missing out an opportunity playing with someone that's worse than them. They don't think they can get better. So that's pretty much how it goes. So I would say find someone roughly around your skill level or even a little bit worse and stick it out with them. Play a few weeks with them, see how it goes. They can easily get better, and you can help them get better with no problem. So I wouldn't try finding the best of the best. And a problem with finding the best of the best is a lot of people do have egos where, you play a few games, if you make one bad mistake or anything like that, they're going to hold it against you the entire time, and then they won't ever want to play with you. So that's the problem with trying to find, the best of the best. There's only a handful of people that are really, really good at the game, that are genuine people, that are nice, that are willing to play and willing to accept new players. And the problem with finding teammates with an older game like Apex Legends, since it's a year and a few months old now, is that most teams already have their 3-stack filled. They're not looking for anyone unless something massive, major happens. Someone stops playing, they have to go to school, or someone just got a new job, they have to start working more so they can't play as much, stuff like that. Then you can get lucky and scoop in that slot and take that slot to replace them. So that's why I wouldn't try going for the best of the best players. You can find someone just around your skill level, maybe a little bit worse, and things might just work out for you. So let's move on to the second thing that I want to talk about when trying to find long-term teammates, which is trying to play with them as frequent as possible. And especially when you get a hold of someone that's exactly who you're looking for, you need to try and play with them as much as possible in that short period of time and build a relationship with them. But you want to be able to play with them as much as possible. That's the thing here, especially when you just find them. Because if you, let's say, you play one whole day with them and then you disregard them for 1-2 days, then you play with them again for a little bit and you disregard, it's not gonna build that strong connection. They're gonna forget about you. Most likely probably find someone else to play with. People that want long-term teammates are looking to play essentially every day for a few hours a day. That's the best way to build those long-term teammates. So try to find someone and play with them when you first find them as much as possible. Now, the next thing I want to talk about when finding long-term teammates is being very nice to them. No matter who it is, no matter if they're not nice to you or they're mean to you, you don't know their personality when you first start playing with them. So be very gentle, be very nice with them. Always take consideration on what they have to say, whether like, when you're playing inside the game, if they want to do this, go ahead, follow them through. Don't try to criticize someone when you first start playing with them, because they don't really know you. Not until you get super comfortable with someone is when you want to criticize and start giving them some advice, maybe if they messed up, and then you can start pointing it out. But if you point something out that they're doing wrong when they don't really know you, they're going to take it in an offensive way. In reality, it might not be offensive at all. You could be giving them literally proper help. You know, if you did this in this situation, maybe I could have stayed alive and did this. And it's hard to do that when you don't know somebody, right? And that's the main problem I see with teams that are like stuck in platinum or stuck in diamond. You could have a solid group that you're running with, but if they're like a new, fresh group and they don't like taking criticism, they take it to heart or something like that, you need to play with them as much as possible before you can start getting better as a team. That's the number one thing to get better as a team. Pointing out mistakes and capitalizing them as soon as possible. But you can't point out mistakes if you're playing with newer players, because they're just going to take it to heart and they don't want to play with you again, you know? So play with them, act nice, play with them as long as you can for a good bit, build that strong connection, and then you can get better as a team. And the last thing I want to talk about when finding long-term teammates is, first and foremost, finding one person first. Not necessarily do you have to find two players off the rip. Oh, boom, those are the two players you're going to be playing with the next few months. It doesn't work like that. You want to find that one person first. Eventually, you're going to have good relations with him or her, should I say? And then they might actually even have friends that they can add into the group, and then you don't have to find anyone else. It could get lucky like that. Or, you know, once you build that one good friendship, it'll be much easier trying to find your third teammate from there on, because then you're only looking for one person to fit into the puzzle slot. If you're a solo player and you constantly look for two players every day, it is so hard to build a strong relationship and good teamwork with two randoms that you don't know and you just met them the same day. It's very, very hard. So the first thing I would say is make sure to get that one person first. And then let's say you have a two-man squad at this point. Finding that third, it could be tough, but it's going to be much easier than finding two players every day. So I would focus on making sure to at least build one strong relationship before you can get that third person in your group. Because then finding that third person is going to be much easier, especially if you two are playing very well together and that third person that you just got knows that, and he or she can see that you guys are playing well, have good call outs, all of that jazz. And then they might want to stick around and possibly join your squad to have a solid three-man going for the next rank split. And also leave in the comments down below. Let me know if I missed anything. Let me know what works for you to help others out. Now, before I wrap up today's video, I do have an intense gameplay more towards the end of this game. It's super clutch game where I'm pretty sure I 1v3 two squads with very little heals. So it was a very fun time. But if you happen to enjoy the video so far, a like rating is always appreciated. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the game. Beautiful little quick, clean squad wipe.
Punching a tunnel.
Yeah, they dropped the care package.
They've laid traps. Portal's ready. Enemy over there. Got a replicator coming in. Another squad attacking. Focus. Recharging my shield.
Alright, so both teams are gonna fight each other. Fine with me. I'm gonna have to take that zip line up there in a second.
Heads up, we've got an airstrike coming in.
That guy split up.
Hostile right here.
I knew I heard him.
Gotta hop up here.
Target over there.
Here, sir.
Target over there. Recharging my shields.
Hostile. Danger close.
You're being aimed at. You're being aimed at. Void jumping.
Care package touching down.
He's trying to draw. Hold on. Shield recharging.
Give my shields a recharge.
Spider squad attacking.
Down. I need to get back in.
Need to recharge my shields.
I need to portal out of here.
Setting a portal. I'm getting hit over here. Portal placed.
Oh, my teammates are gonna get fried.
Fire! Off the right. Spotted.
Getting shot at. I'm down. I need to get back in.
Give me a sec. Recharging. Fire. Reloading. Contact with hostile. Squad attacking.
Spotted. Double timing. Getting fired. Got me. I'm down.
Going to phase. Need to recharge my shields. 1 minute. Ring's not far.
Something fried.
I'm taking shots. Recharging my shields. 45 seconds. Ring's close. Reloading.
Enemy spotted.
They spotted me. I'm taking shots. 30 seconds left. Catching myself up. This won't hurt. Hold on. 10 seconds. The ring's close. I need shields.
I need shields.
Airstrike. Heads up. The ring's moving.
Healing. Watch my back.
Might be something good this way. Catching myself up.
Giving him the chimney. Healing. Watch my back.
tunnel. Portal placed.
What an intense game, man. Oh my god. Jesus. Almost 3k damage from that whole squad fight. Oh my goodness.
All I want is her to serve. All I want is